Alright, so everybody's complaining about the YouTube adpocalypse and nobody's proposing solutions, but I am going to talk about a solution today, and it's all about the power of sharing these videos on social media. It's the most simplest thing we can do, and it's the best weapon in our arsenal against this crackdown on independent media. So let's talk about that. Hi folks, Canadian Prepper here. So today I want to talk about a very hot topic on the YouTube scene. There's a lot of channels out there who are complaining about YouTube demonetization. I am one of those channels who is affected by that stuff. Now, I've heard a lot of people come on and complain about the fact that this is happening, but I haven't heard anybody yet propose a solution. Now, there's a lot of solutions on the end of YouTube and how it is that they're screening videos, but that's outside of our control. We can't control how they do things behind the scenes. Whether it's conspiracy or whether it's just a fault of the algorithm is kind of irrelevant at this point, because the fact is people are having their channels demonetized, which is disincentivizing the process of making videos, and some channels are getting strikes. And if you don't know, it's 3 strikes and you're out on YouTube. Basically, they can just shut down your channel at any time. So it's very important that we, the small independent media creators here on YouTube, and the subscriber bases of those media creators are in solidarity with respect to our expectations of YouTube. Now, there's a couple things I want to address in this video. It's we, the creators, who have made YouTube what it is. YouTube has 1.5 billion users every month, and that's largely due to the fact that over the last 10-11 years, it's been independent media creators like myself have brought people to the platform and provided them with information and entertainment. What's been happening over the past several years is that internet advertising has gone through the roof in terms of popularity. And as a result, the mainstream media networks are feeling the pinch. So what's happening now is that they're finding any little way that they can in order to move those advertisers back onto television, or essentially turn this platform into television, a platform whose user base and viewership was essentially built up by the independent media creators like myself. Now, I don't take all the credit for this. Obviously, there's hundreds of thousands of YouTube media creators out there, and collectively we have built YouTube to be what it is today. Even if you only have 1,000 subscribers, even if you only have 100 subscribers, and you're making videos and you're bringing people back to this platform, you have contributed. This has been a co-constructive process between YouTube and the creators. YouTube has provided us an amazing platform. Right now, I think of YouTube kind of like a meth addicted family member. You know, you gotta love them, but at the same time, you're very frustrated and annoyed that they keep stealing your stuff, and there's nothing you can do about it, which is essentially what's happening right now as all these advertisers jump ship and they move all the viewership over to these pretty much mainstream trending popular videos on YouTube, or popular channels that YouTube is fully getting behind because they are the ones who are making content which has been deemed advertiser friendly. But as many of us know, advertiser friendly is very subjective. Now, the importance of this video comes because it's not only the media creators who are going to suffer, it's the people who view these videos. Those of us who wanted an escape from the mundane mediocrity of mainstream media, so we came to these social media platforms to share our ideas, to think outside the box in terms of our critiques of society, or just the stuff that we want to watch, how-to videos, gear reviews, survival and prepping related information, gun channels, whatever the case might be that might be outside the norm. We came to this platform in order to do that. And for the longest time before this controversial nonsense which happened, where there was a couple videos that were ISIS related that had ads put on them or something like that, that's what they say happened anyways. We can't really know exactly what the reasons for were doing that, because we all know that advertisers really don't care. They're not overnight ethical corporations who really seriously care about that kind of stuff. It's more of a PR thing, I suppose you could say. So again, it's not only the creators that suffer, it's going to be the subscribers who suffer, because now they're going to take these 1.5 billion users who have been built up on the basis of independent media. These people have come to YouTube as an escape from the mainstream. Now the mainstream is going to supplant the people who built the platform, the independent creators like myself, and they're slowly and incrementally and very shadily trying to push us out. And they're doing this in very underhanded and soft censorship like ways, where they're demonetizing videos after they've already went public and when they're in their prime of viewership, which is in the first 48 hours. So when I upload a video now, I have to upload it a week in advance, because what happens is YouTube's algorithm will at any point just decide that your video is not monetizable. It used to be that this would happen almost instantaneously, but now it seems you can upload a video and then 24 hours later, suddenly it's not able to be monetized. And how YouTube works, there's view velocity, which is achieved in the first 48 hours. So in the first 48 hours of posting a video, that's when that video is going to get the most views. And that's what's going to determine whether or not YouTube continues to suggest that video moving forward. And so if your video has been demonetized in the first 48 hours, even though YouTube denies this, it pretty much leaves no incentive for them to want to share your video and to want to put that video in a suggested feed. Why would they want to utilize their own computing power for a video that's not making them money when they could promote a Jake Paul video instead? So what happens now is that if I upload a video, I immediately make it public. It's monetized for say the first 8 or 9 hours. Then suddenly I go to bed and I wake up in the morning and it's no longer monetized. This is not only happening to me, this is happening to everyone. And I want people to understand that this is not political. This is not religious. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that this is all about stopping you from having guns. I know it might seem easy to believe that, but hear me out. What I want you to do is a little experiment. I want you to go onto the YouTube search and I want you to enter demonetization. And I want you to go to the advanced search options. I think that's what it's called. And I want you to rank the results in terms of the upload date. So the most recent ones first, or just pick the ones that were uploaded today or this week. And you go through those videos, you're going to find hundreds, if not thousands of videos of people complaining about demonetization. And they're not going to be just gun videos or conservative videos. There's as many left-wing videos that are being demonetized because a lot of this is an algorithmic error, which is caused by the keywords you use. YouTube voice recognition knows what we're saying in these videos, so it uses that. If there's certain keywords that trigger the demonetization to happen, and that's one way they catch it. Thumbnails, there's software which determines whether or not a thumbnail might be inappropriate by their standard. I really encourage you to go and do this because it's happening to everybody. To some people it's happening to, it's just ridiculous. Like I watched a video the other day about a woman who had a makeup channel which was demonetized for no apparent reason. So to me then, you got to think of the bigger picture here. Whether it's intentional or not is kind of irrelevant at this point, but what's going to happen ultimately is you're going to see a lot of these independent voices basically are going to slowly and surely fade away, because there's going to be no more incentive for them to do this anymore. Now, some people have suggested that demonetization is good because it's going to bring back that more authentic content when people weren't doing it just for the money. But I can tell you as an independent creator that you don't just do this for the money. For one, the money is not a lot of money. The channels that you think, and I used to think that, oh, once I get to 100,000 subscribers, or once I get to 500,000 subscribers, you know, then I'll make it, I'll be able to have a sustainable income. But nowadays, you would be surprised at channels with 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 subs making maybe a little over $1,000 a month. Now that depends on the type of content they make, their CPMs, all that stuff. But generally speaking, people don't make nearly as much money on YouTube as you think we do. I'm making the same amount of money on YouTube as I made 2 years ago to this day, which is pretty sad. At the same time, I have almost triple the subscribers. So go figure. In addition to that, you're reaching this critical mass. There are 50,000 channels on YouTube that have more than 100,000 subscribers. Think about that for a second. 50,000 channels that have over 100,000 subscribers. In order to really stand out nowadays, you have to have over 1 million subscribers, and even channels with over 1 million subscribers are not being suggested, are being demonetized on a regular. So if we truly want to be solution focused about this issue, it cannot just revolve around it's all about attacking the Second Amendment. That's not going to get people anywhere. That's not going to achieve anything except driving a bunch of people off to some B-rate platform like VidMe, which in reality is like comparing the sun to the moon. And that's probably a very generous comparison or something like that. But regardless, the one thing that we have at our disposal is our ability to share these videos. It's very important. One share on other social media platforms is worth 100 likes. If you want to support the independent creators you enjoy, it's not just about going on Patreon and donating $1 a month or whatever. It's not just about, maybe buying a t-shirt or a bug out roll or something like that. It's about sharing the videos to broaden the message, because the more you share the videos, the more those people get exposure, the more their channels can grow, and the less YouTube is able to ignore us, because it's then no longer financially lucrative for them to do so. This is the only real solution here, and it's for everybody to start sharing these videos on social media platforms. If there's something that's preventing you from doing that, whether it's your own worry or paranoia that you don't want people to know what your interests are, I encourage you to get over that and support us by sharing these videos. That's really the only solution here, because otherwise we're just sort of waiting for hand-me-downs. But we have the ability, if even 1,000 of my subscribers, of my 100,000 subscribers, would share any of my videos, the viral effect of that is astounding. So I would strongly encourage you, I cannot emphasize this enough, the number one way to support creators is not by Patreon, it's not by liking, it's not by commenting, it's by sharing videos, spreading the message on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Snapchat, whatever social media avenue you can explore. If you have a blog, Tumblr, things like that. Alright, so it's come to that point in the video for me to do my outro spiel. And of course, I'm going to give my usual spiel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you enjoy this video, share this video. And you don't even have to share this video. Share any of my videos. Share any of the videos in the people within the genre of videos that you enjoy. If you like prepping and survival, share a prepping and survival video. It doesn't matter whose video it is. It helps me out. Rising tides raise all ships. We have the exponential power of social influence in our hands, and what we can do is we can sit idly by and keep making videos complaining about it, or we can get solution focused and use the one most powerful weapon in our arsenal against them, and that's our ability to move information in mass. And we can only do that if you, the viewers, help us out. Thanks for watching Canadian Prepper Out.